Hey, it's me, C, back for another day. What? Every day? Hey, every day, hey. So yes, today actually was supposed to be my light and fun day of talking about hair and makeup and fun things like that I'm exploring. But you know what? It just didn't feel right. And then hidden because though I'm not in the continental United States, it I did come into my awareness across my feed that there's a huge storm with snow and ice and snow. And I would definitely say, if you're not aware, if you're American, you probably are. But if anybody is from overseas that happens to watch my channel, or hi, also welcome. I usually talk about we talk about neurodivergent stuff. I talk about health and wellness and mental health and finance things and move abroad things and just being a black queer person and existing in the world. But today, so that was going to be my content, light and fluffy. But yeah, I saw that big storm is coming through, and the reason why, it really struck me as significant, like super significant, is because I don't know if people, you know, not in the US are aware of this, but yeah, our infrastructure is crumbling, like crumbling, and to the point where um, back in, I think it was 2021, there were people that went without power, which means they were without heat in areas that didn't usually have significant cold, and yeah, people died. And so I feel pretty darn concerned about a lot of people this time around because it's going to be now, I don't know if it's going to be in the same areas of, Texas uh, and areas, what is it, north, a bit north and east and south of there. I mean, it's a gigantic storm. It covers several states in the United States, and the United States is pretty darn large. So again, the storm is really going to affect places that are not accustomed to cold. And by cold, I mean snow or ice. I mean, it's the kind of thing where, back in the 90s when I visited Atlanta, like a snowstorm, well, it wasn't even a snowstorm, it was a light snow. It shut the city down. Okay. And so now, in what is this, 2026, the infrastructures have not been significantly built up, in the South, and in the Southeast, and they, they're just not ready for all of the ice. Um, and the ice is what brings down the power lines because it's heavy, and apparently, it also snaps. The weight of the ice snaps trees from tree branches, causes problems. um, and not even as an aside, I heard of something crazy that I haven't even gotten a chance to look up yet, and that's something called exploding trees. Now, I have never heard. I was day before yesterday days old uh, when I heard that phrase, and like I said, I still haven't looked that up. But I'm like, trees are not supposed to explode. Um, yeah, that's not good. So, jeez, I I put some good words up or some prayers and for and I hope that now the storm is here. I hope, and prior to that, people like were looking after the neighbors and the cats and you know and dogs, all the animals that are inside. Bring all the animals that are outside inside. Um, yeah, it just really concerning, and the reason, and I say I stay updated with this guy on YouTube. What's his name? Yeah, Max Velocity. And I don't mean I like the name, but also he covers severe storms and things like that. I swear, he's like one of the best meteorologists I've ever seen. And is a young dude. So I'm just like, all right, max velocity, telling uh, telling about exploding trees and whatnot, and really covering this storm in depth and up to date, and does lives on. Um, he does uh, live streams about the weather. So really, if you're not um, up on what's going on in the United States with this crazy storm right now, you can go watch his channel. I am not a trained meteorologist. That is his domain. So yeah, I would say if you're curious, or if you're, I don't know, a fan of meteorology, I know that people, they probably have their own word for that particular fandom. But yeah, they probably already follow this dude. I think he has million, almost 2 million followers now, or subscribers. So yeah, I was watching a great bit of that um, last night. And yeah, and if you're watching me from the US, oh my gosh, it is in the storm, or just like flicking around channels and you happen upon this channel, I'm like, excuse me. Please tell people, it's like after an accident and you slide off the road, for God's sakes, and put all the love that's ever, all that's holy and everything else, please, please, please stay in your car. I mean, being like grew up mostly in Michigan, and so I'm like, I know this. I thought everybody knew this, but Mr. Max had his was doing pictures of the different areas and the different, what the storms look like in different states, and this person is, oh my gosh, y'all, um mm, mm, mm. This person was solidly like, here's their car when they're like way over here, somewhere like, and I'm just like, how do you take your little delicate meaty body outside of the metal cage that might just save your life, should somebody else skid off the road like you did? Oh my gosh. And and of course, so the correspondent, who was in the other on the other part of the screen, was like, please stay in your vehicle when you slide off the road or you have an accident, please stay in the vehicle. And then Max is like, yes, but please stay in the vehicle. For a third, and probably everybody else in the commentary, but I'm also going to say, as a person who has driven in snow and ice and things like that in Michigan, I'm like, for the love of everything, your life, your people who love you, lives and well-being, please stay in your car, please and thank you. And also for the future, if you're seeing me in the future, for in the future, just a little nugget to tuck into your mind. If you come from a warm weather state and you go to a cold weather place, even just globally, cold weather place or a cold weather state in the United States, please stay in your vehicle. Keep your little delicate, meaty human body inside the metal cage, please. Okay, so. And another thing that, me watching this whole, oh gosh, it feels like a meteorological saga of some sort, because, I mean, just the swath of states, just watching this whole cold system go through all these states. And I'm just like, but, oh my, but the people, I mean, and I know it's like, I'm not even on the continental United States. I know exactly one person that lives in that area, and even she's not there right now, which I am so grateful for, that she's actually on the West Coast, or in the West. um but still, I'm just like, I mean, I may not know the people that are having to go through this, but wow, I'm just like, in awe, in a bad way, that the size and intensity of the storm. And I should say, I'm being the nerd that I am, very much into very many aspects of how the earth functions or doesn't function, and climate and everything else like this, and meteorology, all of those things, animal movement patterns and human movement patterns, since I'm a movie broad person myself. And so I say that to say that, um, yeah, I find it fascinating in a scary way. And even though like I said, I'm in Hawaii right now, I'm safe, I'm physically safe. And so it's, um, yeah, watching this whole thing, unfold, scary. It's a little scary. I'm scared for y'all. I'm a little bit worried for y'all. Like I said, I'm just hoping that, everybody's taking care of themselves over there. And yeah, so that's it for me. I mean, I hope y'all are gonna be okay. I hope that the after of this is, cleaned up quickly, and, if people have power outages, I hope the power is returned very quickly so that no one has to suffer, no one loses their life during the storm. Um, yeah, be well. Okay, love you.